Hey man, so if you're here, it's probably because the title of the video sparked your curiosity and you're now wondering if money is not the most valuable currency on this planet, then what is? Well, you see, I want you to think for a second. What would make something the most valuable currency ever? It's something that you cannot get any more of, something you can't make, something you can't give. It's something that is limited in quantity. You cannot make more of it. You see, with this currency, you start with a set amount. You can never make any more, but you always lose some every day. The most valuable currency in the world is time. Time. You can never get time back. You can never make time up. Once you lose time, once you lose yesterday, it's over. You can never get it back. You can never gain more time. From the day you are born to the day you die, that is your set amount of time. It's irreplaceable, which what makes it the most valuable currency in the world, which is why it's so important that when measuring this currency, you want to be on the rich side and not on the poor side. In this day and age, everything is made to make you poor in time. Social media, video games, movies, TV shows, all of those things are free because you are the product. You are being sold. You see, all of these things, they sap your time and attention, which is why you are the product. They don't necessarily take your money, but they take your time, and time is more valuable than money. Some people say time is money, but I would rather have control over my time than control over my money. I still think control over money is good. However, I cannot create more time. I can create money. I cannot create more time. Every single second here on this earth, I will never get back. For example, if you buy a $300 watch, you can make that money back. If you waste 3 hours on social media, that time is gone forever. So all these things are free money-wise, but extremely costly time-wise, which is why it's so important for you to cut them out if you want to become the richest person in the world. You see, the richest person in the world is the person who has the most time and not the most money. So how do you get rich in time? Well, if you get poor in time through wasting your precious minutes on things like social media and video games, you will get richer with your time when you cut those things out. When you stop scrolling on social media, when you stop watching movies, when you stop playing video games all the time, you realize the value that your time actually has. You see, I no longer play video games. I no longer scroll on social media. I do scroll on YouTube. It's something that I struggle with. I am making the promise to you, I will stop. I can't say something like, oh yeah, this is really bad for you, but if I don't stop it, then who am I to tell you, you know? You should dedicate 100% of your actions to your purpose. This is a quote from The Way of the Superior Man by David Dita. Fantastic book. I highly recommend you go read it right now. I'll link it down below. It's a fantastic book on masculinity, spirituality, freedom, everything. If you want to become a man, that is the one book you need. Yeah. So dedicate 100% of your actions to your purpose. This is very important when it comes to time. You see, being rich in time is just a matter of spending your time doing things that increase your life experience. Doing things such as making videos that will help people, building a business, meditating, going to the gym, exercising, reading, going outside. All of those things don't increase your time on this planet, but they increase your experience. Wasting time on social media, on video games, on dumb shows, you aren't making any progress to anything, and you're not actually enjoying yourself when you're doing those activities. If you've ever recorded yourself watching a TV show, you don't actually enjoy it. You're just sitting there like, you're too broke to cook, means that you should spend your time doing something more valuable than cooking. When you waste a small amount of time on things like that, you're losing time on more important things. You're too broke to cook just means that those 15 minutes that you waste cooking, even 1 hour every single day you waste cooking, is going to be 7 hours a week, which adds up to 350 hours per year, which is absolutely insane. Multiply that by 3, you've lost 1,000 hours to cooking alone. I downloaded an app on my phone the other day. I put in my screen time, and it said that if I continued on the trajectory that I was going, I would lose over a decade of my life to being on my phone looking down just like this. A decade. That is insane. That is why time is the most valuable currency in the world. Imagine that. If you add up everything that you're doing, all the time that you're wasting, you would probably waste about half your life. Imagine 2 hours on social media, 1 hour just on your phone on YouTube, and then 3 hours playing video games. That's 6 hours per day. That is a quarter of your day. If you live for about, 60 years, you've wasted 15 years looking down on your phone. That is why time is so valuable. You can never get it back.